Hello everybody, I am AngryBird. We have the final first look at the new DLC divisions. This is my first look at the division. You're seeing, or you're listening and you're watching my first time, my first thoughts seeing the division. And I really enjoy doing these videos. I've really enjoyed doing them for the DLCs. Hopefully you have too. If you have, please let me know in the comments, because that way I know to do them in future. I tend to have a little bit of fun with these videos. I like talking about the units. I like seeing the units, and sometimes you don't pay a lot of attention to them when they're in game. Because you can't, because you're so zoomed out and dealing with what's going on. So sometimes it's really good to look at the unit. It's just nice to look at the units. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, check out more Steel Division content in the playlists. There's always Steel Division 2 content coming your way in this channel. We love Steel Division 2. Subscribe. Click that bell, get notified when the new content comes out. And if you enjoy the video, just drop me a like. It really helps let me know that I'm doing the right thing, that you're enjoying my content, and it also helps other people find the content and find Steel Division 2, because we need more people playing the game, because it is a great game. Right, introduction over. So, video today, we are looking at, and you've guessed it, I'm going to try and pronounce the division name, the first Pieszczota Tadeusza Kosciuszki. I think that was a reasonable attempt. If you're Polish, I apologise, I've just murdered your language. So, I'm going to call it the first Polish Infantry Division, because that's what it stands for. So Eugene rated it B, which usually means it's a decent division, it's balanced, it's sort of decent, and they've called it a mechanised division. So maybe not the absolute best tanks, but, decent. Let's expect a decent division. Let's have a look at the description. The first Polish Tadeusza Kosciuszki Infantry Division was formed in 1943 as part of the Soviet-controlled Polish People's Army and was comprised of Polish communists in exile, POWs, and liberated civilians. This formation was kept in reserve at the start of Bagration. Or is it Bagration? It's Bagration, isn't it? Drop it down in the comments, whichever one I'm, not sure I'm getting the right pronunciation there. So the formation was kept in reserve, only to be unleashed in the drive on Poland in the latter stages of the offensive. In theory, a regular Soviet rifle division, it's supported by several independent formations, normally found on a corps level, including separate tank and reconnaissance regiments, and additional anti-tank troops. Scavenged German infantry weapons such as MG42s and Panzerfaust are a common sight within its rank. The 1st Polish Infantry Division can form a strong reinforced battle group, being able to both attack and defend with relative ease. So actually not that much in this description. Usually there's they're picking out units and stuff. So we're expecting a few German weapons, but that's all we know. Interesting. It's always interesting. Oh! Pressing the wrong button there. Right, let's get in. Okay. So we're in. Recon. Quite a lot of recon units. But they're, 3 1 point slots, it's decent. We got the bikes, yeah, terrible. Basically the dozers, Tadeusza, BA-10Ms. Like, some people really like this unit, but I've never really found it that good. Maybe it's just me using it incorrectly. but I never really found it that good. We got the so we've got 8 strength units here with the SVTs and the Panzerfaust, and they could be decent units with those SVTs. SVTs are good. SVTs are good. So yeah, these could be decent units, I guess. 30 points, I mean, not too bad. And then we got the 11 strength, basically the infantry units in the recon tab. So yeah, thinking about it, oh, what else we got? Well, we got the Su-57s, and the Su-57s can be actually quite good, and only 50 points a pop for an M1 gun. I mean, it's decent. I can see them being taken. And we've got T-34-76, although only model 1941 versions. So yeah, some interesting choices there. At the moment, infantry-wise, I tend to take the big squads that supplement my infantry. This one, with the SVTs and the Panzerfaust, could be quite a decent squad. And the other ones, I mean, they're just basic, but 11 strength squads to supplement your infantry tab, always a consideration, especially when it's only 1 point a pick. So yeah, I mean, is there any awesome looking transports? BA-64B, that's just the basic. Oh, the BA-20, which is just like, it's just machine gun units. It's like it's not a lot of difference. The Rozvedka vehicle, basically the white truck. Universal carriers. Yeah, not a lot. Basic, normal stuff. Or normal basic Russian stuff, really, isn't it? So, we've got the Desant Solgawi. These are basically Tanko Desanikis, and if you watch Gonzo use these the other day, 2 stars, 5 of them in A phase, actually pretty decent. Could do the job. 15 points apiece. Nothing to rub your nose the wrong way at, I guess. We've got also, look at these little. Are these the basically like Sapri PPSHs? So they're Saperzi PPA and C. But these are just Sapri PPSHs, aren't they? But they're, there you go, in the Willys Jeep. In the Willis Jeep. So we've got the Sturmoveg. Basically like Avto Komroti, really, with the smoke and the PPSH. These could be they're only available at 2 stars. Or at 2 vets. So, yeah. Possible choice. Only 20 points. That is cheap. So, looks like we got Strelki. But they're not. They're the basic Strelki with the Mozins. And we got 6 cards of them. They're only 20 points apiece, so they're your cheap line infantry. And actually, look at these slots. So many 1 point slots. So this could be decent on the infantry front. We've got the Strelki with the SVTs. I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed to pick these. Like, they are pretty much a must pick. And only 20 points apiece. They are nice. We've got the DCA Desant 2. Which are basically the same as the previous ones, but with the anti-tank grenade, not the smoke grenade. But you only get 2 of them at 1 star there, so pretty bad. The DCA Percy, they've got the SVTs and the bazooka, but reveal themselves with the SVTs. So, but you do get 3 of them, maybe a pick. And then we've got the DCA Strelko, who look to be the same, but they've got like 1 more man and they get a smoke grenade instead of the Panzerfaust. So, I don't know. Choose your own leaders. Not really sure, if I'm honest. And until we get further down. The DCA Sapporo 10 strength squads, 10 strength leader squads with the 3 TNT grenades and the SVTs. These are my leaders. These are my leaders. These are the bad boys. Look at these badass infantry units. I am picking these. 2 in A phase, so 4 in B phase. Ever so slightly picky that there's only 2 instead of 3. I like 3, but 1 for each flank, but 2. 35 points, fairly expensive, but yes, liking those leader units. Where were we? We were here, I think. The Druzina Sturmowau. Oh, these are the Avto Komrotis. So they do Avto Komroti things. Saperzi. These are like your... these are your Sapori with the 3 explosives. And if you notice, I think this is a thing across the divisions that the HE shells, the frag shells, the TNTs, the satchels, the grenades, whatever you call them, there's now 3 instead of 2. And I really like that change. So these are like a must pick as well. The Strelki CKMs, they've got 9 SVTs, 2 DPs, and a PTRD. These are badass. These are like a must pick as well. And you get 3 cards of them. This is quite a good infantry tab. The leaders we've discussed, the Odzial Khani. Now, I understand these are like prisoners, I think, ex-prisoners or released prisoners, I don't know, something along those lines. So you get 6 in A and 12 in B, but they're 20 strength squads. I mean, they don't have a great weapon. I mean, if that's SVTs, they'd be amazing. 3 DP machine guns and a PTRD, 20 strength, 20 strength. These are a must pick. And you probably want to pick them in B phase, just get 12. Oh, you get 2 cards of them! 2 cards of them, A and B phase, yes please, thanks very much. What an I love this infantry tab. And then we've got the Saperzi Rocks with the Rocks Flamethrower. Those of you will love the fact, those of you that are proper know your history will realise that the LPO that used to be on this flamethrower wasn't invented in this time frame, and it's actually the Rocks 3. So it may have been Queen Isha's, if you are watching, that pointed that one out. Not sure, but if it was, whoever did, good job. We've got the decent unit, actually decent unit. 4 PPSH, 5 SVTs, 2 DPs, and a flamethrower. These are good. These are good. So yeah, actually, I really like this infantry tab. Surprisingly so. Was not expecting that. Really good infantry tab. So tank tab probably doesn't look as good. Yeah, doesn't look as good. T7 is. I mean, they've got the 45mm gun, and that is decent in A phase on the 42mm or the M42. But T70, well, it's a T70. 30 points a pop. Actually, are they cheaper? Cheaper. They are cheaper than the M42 gun. So there is that. The T70 leaders, the T3476 leaders, T3476 model 1943s, and the T34Es. Literally nothing heavy. Absolutely nothing heavy. In fact, the heaviest armoured vehicle is the T34E with 90mm of frontal armour. This is like light. This is like light tank territory. I mean, it is a medium tank. It's not a light tank. This is a light tank. But yeah, And look at the slots. It's like you can barely bring any tanks in. Like, this is a full-on infantry division. I mean, this says mechanised, but they ain't no mechanised. Well, I don't know. Do you know what? I don't know enough about what the difference is between a mechanised and an armoured division. Obviously, mechanised, no real heavy tanks, that's for sure. At least in this one. Support tab, NKVD in the support tab. Probably still means I won't take them. The flamers, yeah, flamers got a flame. The Maxims, yeah, probably won't take them. The 52Ps, basically OB25s, basic but without heat shells. They're basically IGs, 30 points a pop. 6 of them in A phase. Yes, please, love them. What we got? The Studebakers. This time with the Polish insignia and like a different cloth. I think that's a different cloth finish, if I'm right. And then we got the combat bike, and the M3A1 combat. So actually, a support tab that's fairly limited. I mean, the flamethrowers will probably take. The 52Ps will probably take. The Studebakers probably take. Possibly a commander, but commanders in 1v1 not really massively great. So they're all 1 point slots. So at least it's cheap, but not a fantastic support slot. Or a support tab. Anti-tank, what have we got? PTRS, some people love these, some people not so much love these, but yeah, reasonable units. They've got the smoke grenade. I don't know whether they all have the smoke grenade on, I'm not really sure. 3 cards of M42 guns, so you're probably going to want to, you maybe even want to up-vet these and take 2 in A phase. Don't know. M42 guns, good in A phase, kind of lose their effectiveness in B and C a bit more. Su-76Ms with the grey paint, and the beautiful Polish insignia. Love it, love it, love the grey paint. Beautiful. I mean, it's just grey paint, but it looks great. Looks great. And the 4. I love it. So, basically, Su-76s. They have the radio, the cheapest chip, the 35 points. But, they're the 76M, so they got the APCR shells as well. Yeah, I can see them getting taken. We got the Zis Freeze. Yeah, this freeze reasonable. I mean, you only get 1 card. You're probably going to want to take these in B phase because you're going to take the M42s in A, and then you've got the Su-85s, which are like the heaviest gun so far with the APCR. So this is really interesting because the tank tab is pretty darn bad, and the anti-tank tab is fairly bad. So unless there's a manic air tab with amazing anti-tank planes, you're gonna struggle to take out heavy tanks. This is a real infantry deck. Don't take on the heavy tank units with this deck is what I'm thinking right now. Anti-air, what have we got? Maxims. It's like someone's drawn on the bottom, look. Oh my god, look what it looks somewhat like, maybe. Maybe that's some intern in UGen drawing a shape. Yeah, not noticed that before. Little bum seat, picked that up the other day. Oh, look at the little registration they've got on the side, that's pretty cool. Yeah, anyway, Maxims. 61k, 37mm. So these are standard 37 anti-aircraft guns, and you know, they're decent. They're not bad. They're decent. Come with the Dushka, yep, they do, and the M3A1, which can target air units and is actually like, it's got a lot less range, but it is. Oh, actually, the damage is actually pretty decent. So, yeah, actually, ignore what I was going to say. And it's 10 points more, so why would you take the M3A1? It is armoured, I suppose. Slightly. Yeah. M17s, American Lend-Lease. These are really quite good. I'm pretty sure they are. Oh, look at that! It's got the winch on the front. Is that winch in the other M17s? And the jerry can on the side. Lovely 303 little tag. The jerry can on the side. Oh. Yeah. Oh, just the details. Yeah, 80. You only get them in A phase, but you get 2 of them, which is good enough. It's good enough. So they're going to get picked. And then, you know, you can follow up in B phase with the others. And then we've got the 85 millimeters. Basically the flak. Well, it's almost a flak 88, but it's an 85. And then AP shells as well. 4 in C phase. These, I've always had a problem with flak 88s because they're kind of in like a little bit of a no man's land. They're supposed to be really good anti-tank guns, and they are, but they're so static that as soon as they fire, they don't even have to fire. They've got really bad stealth. So as soon as they're spotted, they just come under artillery fire and get wiped out. And then, anti-air wise, they're just not good enough. That 3,000 metre range, I mean, I don't know whether that's historically accurate. If it is, let me know. Drop it in the comments. But it's just not big enough. It's not far enough. It just hurts me to take this unit. Artillery, we have the Oberzavot. No, that's terrible. Oberzavotvisi artillery. We got the observers. We got the artillery leaders. So these have gone up in price, 20 to 30. Still a must pick because they're in the artillery tab. Although on this one, actually, your slot choices are quite expensive. So maybe not necessarily a must pick. We got the F-22 76.2 mils, and these are your spam artillery, but not that great. 82mm mortars, 120mm mortars, Su-76Ms with a cool paint job. Yeah, reasonable. The Tadeusza with a little armour shielding on. I don't know whether that's on the other Katyushas. Make the Katyusha great again. And then the Halbaka M30 122 mils. These are your heavy artilleries. No radio though. The only radio is on the Su-76M, and that hurts. But I can see these being taken sort of. Actually, it's a difficult artillery tab. That actually quite difficult artillery tab. Not sure what's going to get taken there. Air Force now, we're hoping this is the saviour of the tanks. Recon biplanes, and if these survive like a second in the air, you're lucky. IL-2Ms with 50 kilogram bombs, and with this, well, yeah. So we saw Losser, I think it was Losser, use these cheap IL-2s, and the payload is really weak. It can pin down units, but that is it. You aren't going to kill anything with this thing. You know, But Losser will probably like it. Shout out to Losser. We got the Yak 1Bs. Oh, look at the paint job. Beautiful. Love it. Oh, love it. And yeah, love it. We got the Yak 1B fighter bomber, and with the changes, once that's dropped its payload, it should up its speed to 570. Agility's not so good, but you know, maybe A phase you pick the fighter bomber instead of the fighters. At least it's an extra choice now, and I like that extra choice. We got the IL-2Ms with the two 250 kilogram bombs, and these will kill things. So yeah, you still get 2 of them in A phase, and they're not that much more expensive, 20 points more. So yeah, and they're very good resilience. I love IL-2s because of the state of the air meta at the moment, and the AA is quite good. The very good resilience really shines on the IL-2s. We got the Yak 7Bs with the like bluey, the greeny blue paint job. Kind of, I love the paint job in a sense that it's different and it's cool, but I kind of also like it's really ugly, but it's cool at the same time. Yeah. Right, these have got the rockets, and they're not like only 1 damage. They're not like the best rockets in the world, but it's a possible pick as well, A phase. And my understanding is that they increase the speed to something. I don't know what to. Maybe they'll increase speed. Maybe they're already at the top end of the speeds. And then we got the Yak 3, which is better than the Yak 1B. But you only get, you get 1. You get 1 at 2-star vet. Like, is it even worth the card to bring this out? I mean, the slots are quite generous in the air tab, but you only get 1. Like, that sucks. That really sucks. I can't see this really being taken. I mean, 1v1 is slightly better, but even then I'm like, only 1? That hurts. And then we get the IL-2 cluster bombers, and these are needed. These are absolutely needed. These are vital. You get 2 cards of them. You only get 1 in A phase, you get 2 in B phase, you get 4 in C phase. You got to keep these alive, because these planes, they're going to be taking out the heavy tanks. Like, pretty much nothing else apart from the SUs in the support tab can take out heavy tanks. So yeah, you're going to want these. You're going to want a lot of them, and you're going to want to keep them alive. Yeah, so in terms of planes, I'll probably take the Yak 1Bs, and I'll probably take the IL-2s. Simples. So we're at the end. This was the last first look of the new DLC divisions. We're at the end. We've reached the end, but we got one last thing to do. What is the favourite unit of the division? What's the one I'm looking forward to using the most? And I think it's probably the infantry tab. Do you know what it is? I like the look of the 20-man penal squads, or the penal squads, the 20-man squads. Was there anything else that this is a pretty standard fair division. Oh, do you know what I'm going to pick? No, I've changed my mind. I know what it is. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? There they are. This is my most favourite unit. This is the one I'm looking forward to the most. The DCA Saparo, 4 PPSH, 6 SVT, 3 frag shells on your leader unit. Actually, I'm really excited about this, but actually it's not like major. I mean, but it is a 10 strength leader unit. So, yeah, to be honest, this division, like, fairly standard. I think it's got a great infantry tab. I really like the infantry tab, but it's got a pretty bad tank tab, a pretty bad anti-tank tab, and you're really relying on your air tab. I mean, it's got decent anti-air with the M17, so, you know, maybe it'll work out, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure about this division. How good is this division going to be? I'm not sure. But in terms of my favourite unit, it is the DCA Sapero, the leader unit, 6 SVTs, 4 PPSH, 3 explosive TNTs. Yeah, I quite like this unit. I think I'm going to take it as my leaders, and yeah, you can throw them into cities with those with the 10 strength and the 3 HE. You know, they can fight. You can use these as fighting infantry. So they're going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to using them. I'm really excited to get in game on the DLC. I've not played a game on the DLC yet. I've been doing my first look videos. I mean, this one was probably going to come out in quite a few days after I filmed, but you know, I'm only going to post one video a day, so it's understandable. I hope you understand. But thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the videos, all of them. I hope you've enjoyed all the first look videos. Please post me a comment if you enjoyed these first look videos. Please post me a comment, because I enjoy doing them, and I kind of want to continue doing them. But if no one likes them, then I'm not going to do them if no one likes them. But yeah, if you enjoyed them, post me a like, because it helps, and it helps spread the message and get out there and get the videos to new people. Yeah, see you in game.